my character sheet's good, and not working out well for me.
Nah, we how I put it.
Trying to kill me.
No, we didn't try to kill you.
Oh, there was definitely a point where I heard something about flying down into a chasm to check things out.
Nah, right?
Lex would never do that.
Wait,
No,
what?
nothing happened.
What happened? Wait,
Nobody
what?
important died.
Who did I kill? Huh? What?
Your subtle jab at me not being there and being on a cruise, so sending me in to check things out instead of yourself,
Oh, okay.
which I then followed with, "You would never do that."
No, that's absurd. I would never do that.
Okay. Odd. They've got anti-bot features going on D&D Beyond. That's new. All right. So I guess we're up and running. Where are we? Ah, that's right. We are. Give me one sec here. Something else I probably should take care of real fast. Where the hell is it? Ah, this. This can go hasta luego. Okay. Okay, so where were we a few weeks ago? We were in the process of going from Greenest to El Terrell. You guys ended up taking the dragon's eggs with you on your venture to the city. You were also provided,
What are we talking about? We don't have any dragon eggs.
yeah, because they ended up becoming dragons, baby dragons. Three of them black. Gonna be some. There's gonna be some caretaking to be done there. So you guys made it back to Green Nest with the eggs in tow. You guys were able to take two of the horses that were rented for you and trade them in for a cart. So you guys basically had a cart that you guys traveled onto the main merchant's way to El Terrell. You ran into a group of bandits, which you guys were able to dispatch with pretty much no real problem. And then we made it to the outskirts of El Terrell, where you guys were trying to figure out if you guys needed to, in fact, how do I put it, disguise the dragons as dogs or other such creatures. And I think that's where we kind of left off. You guys decided, can't recall if you guys decided to do something about that or if you guys left it for this session.
Trying to pass off the dragon
As other creatures.
What did we try to pass them off as?
dogs, I think.
Dogs?
Yeah.
I think we did.
Very creative. I like it. Another.
All right. To give you a description of El Terrell, it is a large, orderly city overlooking the river Caithar, and is filled with merchants, river traders, and farmers markets. Its most distinguishing feature is a brilliant magical light that hovers above it, illuminating it day and night. This light is painful to the undead and is visible from almost every corner of the Eltegard, which Elturel is the capital, appearing afar as a star in the distant sun. So now you guys are made to the outskirts of the town, and no one really pays you any mind about you guys being here. Oh, all right.
I also like how it when it spawned in, it darkened everything. It's
R-
supposed to be like a light. Ah, there we go.
Oh, praise the sun.
Anyway, huge bright light, painful to undead.
Mm-hmm. Outside of that, El Terrell is basically your large city that you would probably be able to get pretty much any low and mid grade items of rarity. So you guys are able to spend coins if you were, or you can go about your mission to finding your one of your two contacts while in town.
Said something about plate armor.
Ah.
I'm sorry. What? What?
All he has been talking about is plate armor.
I can respect that, sir.
Played armor. All right, so yeah, you guys can, if you guys want to venture into town, there is a kind of like a merchant's road where you can see various wares, everything from small, alchemical concoctions of potions and other, excuse me, concoctions of like your basic sort of healing potions, poisons of low grade, to merchants for food, your basic adventuring gear, weaponsmiths, even some jewelers in the area as well. So yeah, you guys can, if you guys want to venture that way, you guys can go ahead and speak to a smith and get that going. If you want to do that first.
Oh, what are we looking for? There was some bloke that we were supposed to be looking for, wasn't there? Monk Leosin sent us here. He was supposed to be here meeting up with some contact. No, just me.
Trying to remember how I talk. It's been a while.
Honestly, same. I had to sit here and think about it for a second.
It's been a while. Right.
No, I don't remember. I was kind of out of it after the whole cave incident.
I'm not
It was a
gonna lie,
rough time.
I had like a really good nap, and I don't. What time is it?
I don't know, but it feels like ages have passed.
Yeah, it's probably about midday as you guys got into El Torel.
Right. Okay, so we're looking for the fellow that we need to talk to, whose name I don't remember. What was it again?
So you guys are looking
Monk
for.
Leosin and
Mhm.
his contact,
I have it
whose
written down
name
somewhere.
I cannot remember.
I'm certain I have it written somewhere. No, that's about the fellows who want to open it in here. Who was one of them was the king of the rolling hills.
Yes.
I'm
Henry.
looking for any mentions of El Toral. A paladin of Torm named Unthar Froom.
Anthar Froom.
That's who we're looking for. Unthar Froom. And they wanted information about what was found in the cave. If we don't find Leosin, then Anthar Froom will be the one who will pay us. So, how exactly are we supposed to go about finding Leosin or this paladin?
Probably go to find whatever flavor of inn or tavern they have here and ask.
Just walk up to a random innkeeper and say, "Hello, I am looking for Bob."
I mean,
Only-
like, you buy a drink, and they might ask you why you're in town, and you just carry on like a little conversation, and everything's perfect. And you can ask, and they might answer you, or they might know somebody who knows better. Or you just look for the town gossip.
I mean, I'm just questioning about the fact that this is not a small city. Does every innkeeper just know everybody in the city?
They're good at what they do.
Alright. I mean, in fairness, I've never been an innkeeper. Perhaps that's their entire job, is just knowing everybody.
I mean, if anybody's gonna know, I think it would be Miss Fleshhoof here.
Is that Andromeda Fleshhoof? Is that your last name? Is that where this came from?
No.
It's just a
Oh, I
happy
was just
coincidence.
guessing. That's what everybody kept saying, so I kind of just assumed.
I don't actually have a last name. Or at least I'm not supposed to, so.
Awesome.
That's rather ambiguous.
I mean, when your parents disown you, it's kind of a thing.
Still ambiguous.
Right, so we will do as Miss Fleshhoof has suggested, and we will look for a tavern of some sort and ask the innkeeper about a random individual who has wandered into town named Leosin.
If you have a better idea, I am willing to entertain it.
I don't. That's why I asked. It's just funny to me.
Did Leosin give us any more information than that we're forgetting about?
I mean, we could look for a Temple of Torm. They might know a paladin who works around here named Froome.
That's true too.
Or some sort of monastery, perhaps? I'm not certain where Leosin learned what he learned. Not all of us learn them from monasteries.
Can
Well,
I see a guard in the area?
Yeah, you see a half orc, just kind of waving people off left and right down the marketplace, trying to direct traffic.
I am going to clomp up to him as alluringly sassy as I can.
is that a thing?
Clumping, alluringly sassy.
Good luck with this Fleshhoof, and I'm going to tap you on the back and give you guidance with whatever it is you're trying to do.
You
And once I have his attention, just, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, hi. Wow, you're cute. Out of curiosity, are there any, like, temples of Torn or, like, not shady taverns, but, like, that middle range, not too pricey, not too cheap, um, or inns that you might know the whereabouts of?
Oh, here. He just hands you basically a pamphlet of places to go in El Terrell guide, essentially. Move along.
Oh,
Move along.
thank you. I appreciate you.
Yep, he just keeps waving people through.
I appreciate the
And-
Star Wars reference too. Move along. Move along.
So we can go about our business then.
You could go about your business.
Alright, so, what on the pamphlet is there that looks like it might be useful for us?
Alright, so there's a couple of places that, depending on what you're looking for, if you guys are looking for a Temple of Torm, there is a uh, ministry district that serves various orders there, including a area of nature for a druidic circle. There's several high-profile taverns, anything ranging from what would cost you a couple gold pieces to places that would charge you pretty much an economy suite for a couple silver pieces on there. And then of course where you guys are in the markets on the markets row.
All right. Well, I feel like we should probably find a place to hunker down, at the very least, someplace for us to stay. So I think starting at an inn is a good starting point because, well, we need to have an inn. Yes.
We should probably find an inn where we can leave our dogs. Yes.
You guys looking for on the ritzy side, or something not exactly not a flea ridden place, but kind of in the middle?
Yeah, mid-range.
Wherever strange, mottled, mangy dogs would blend in,
Well,
with acid dripping from their jaws. Acid dripping, mangy dogs.
all right. So there's something that looks kind of, according to the pamphlet, there's one for uh, how to put it, one that would appease to more reptilian type folks like turtles and the like that you might be able to get away with. Hey, one sec here. Oh, what am I looking for? God damn it, it's what happens when I don't. There we go. And what am I looking for? Da-da-da. What's the name? Come on. Trying to make this work a little bit more. What the flip? All right. Yeah, we're doing that because I've yet to see anyone use this. So yeah, you guys end up making it to a place called the Seeker's Vista, which tends to cater more towards the exotic pets such as boa constrictors, snakes, reptiles of the sort. Might be a better place to blend in your more scaly dogs there.
Shall we call them skogs?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm quite literally winging this. Pun not intended.
Ah,
Ugh.
because they have wings and so do you. It's very clever. Yes. All right.
That actually was not intended. Legitimately, just so you're aware. I'm taking full responsibility, but it was not intended.
Sure, if you say so. Totally buying that. Right, so we're going to the scaly parts of town.
Yes.
The lizard district.
All right. So you guys end up making it. Takes you, half an hour, 45 minutes. You guys gotta sit there and. Oh, what the hell's going on? Sorry about that. Got some cross chatter going on. Okay. Come on. Man, everything's running slow tonight. That's what I get for not running this in a while. Alright, so yeah, you guys end up making it to a place called the Empty Shell. It's not a bad place. It's a little bit more modernized with the fact that it's, instead of, a hatch roof, it's got shingles in there made out of brick, and place is well kept. You can actually tell that, there's more. This is more custom for those in, how do I put it, those who might need more in an arid environment and may prefer the company of those with scales than those of just normal, soft skins.
So what does the clientele look like? Do they look like upscale, or do they look like they're going to be the kind of people who shank us in the night, like they're, cold-blooded?
I would say about middle
I
class.
hate everything that's happening right now.
Yes. I appreciate the upscale thing. That's good.
You can tell that from most of the folks that are here. They're pretty well dressed. I mean, some of them are wearing, well, how I put it, well put together cotton and wool. If you see a few folks with a silk robes, look like some sort of casters.
I'll upscale you.
Upscale and cold-blooded? No, nothing.
uh,
At least it's not just me tonight.
No, it's not.
I mean, it is 2 weeks worth of build up, so you know. Yeah, you see lizard folk hanging around. You know, they kind of look at you if you see a few turtles. A couple of dragonborn hanging out too. They kind of give you a once over, kind of shrug, and get back to their business.
Alright, well, I'll sidle up to the barkeep, I guess.
You see an older turtle look around. It's like, oh, look, another one made it to the water. What can I get you?
Hello, friend. My companions and I were looking for some lodging for the time being, as well as we're looking for a friend who has come to town as well, and don't know if you'd heard anything about it.
Oh, well, not really my business to know a whole lot, even though a few people call me, you know, a lore keeper or seeker, but I could try to do what I can. Don't get much out.
Wonderful. So, for as far as lodging goes, is there anything? Or what would your going rates be?
Well, it depends what you want. I mean, a lot of our folks here just prefer a nice soft bed. We have these nice, good old-fashioned. Well, I don't know if you heard about them, but have you heard of a sand bed before?
Sand bed?
Yeah, you see, we get one of these long pieces of leather and we put some soft sand in it and we spin it around. It's actually quite comfy. A lot of people tend to like a soft but firm grip that kind of melts to your body. And those aren't too bad. They're not so much for people that might have a need of a more softer accommodations, but at least it's form fitting. So those rooms aren't too expensive. But if you need something that requires more like goose feather downs or cotton mattresses of that sort, that might cost you a bit more. Since we don't accommodate a lot of those folks, those beds are not exactly plenty.
I'm fine with whatever. I don't know how these my feathery companions feel.
Just out of curiosity, how durable is the leather for these sandbeds?
Oh, they're pretty durable, as you can tell. We get a lot of turtles and dragonborns and a lot of other folks that have tough skin, and so got to keep them up there. So just to let you know, if it works for them, it probably work for most folks that are a little bit more thick-skinned.
More concerned about the whole, talons thing. And I hold up my fingernails,
Oh,
my hands.
well, I think you should be fine. I haven't really heard of anyone. I mean, we had one guy pretty much cuddling it so hard that he actually made the bag explode just out of sheer grip. I don't know what he was doing up there, but in terms of it being ripped apart, I don't think I've ever heard a complaint from any of the lizard folk, having an issue.
That sounds fine. I just really don't want whatever bed that one was.
Andromeda is standing in the corner trying her hardest not to just outright laugh.
Also, do you have a stabling available? We have several horses outside with our cart.
Oh, sure, not a problem. We got plenty of room in the stable.
Excellent. And final question. Do you allow pets?
Oh, for sure. I mean, depending on your needs, you just gotta know what to feed the fellas if you want us to take care of them.
Lots of raw meat, I think. Raw meat, yes?
From what I gathered, yes.
Oh,
Believe so, yeah. Most any meat will do. Is
Oh, well, not a problem there. We got plenty. I'm not entirely sure if you have any dietary constraints.
Not as far as we found. They're a bit of an unusual breed.
Okay, well, we'll see what we've got. I mean, we've got cuts from, from cow, from pork. I mean, if you need a little bit more exotic, we even have some of that skin meat.
Whatever is cheapest.
And most plentiful.
Yes. They usually go hand in hand, I would assume, but
All right.
been wrong before.
Well, that'll cost you 50 silver pieces a night then. We're kind of running a special since, there's a bit of a lull in the tourist season.
So 5 gold pieces a night.
Oh, no, no, no. 50 silver for the entire group. Like I said, we hit the lull in the, how I put it, tourist season. We're kind of done with the last festival, and the place is actually kind of thinned out a bit, so we're just actually trying to book people at this point.
Conversion rate in the city may be different, but I'm used to every 10 silver pieces is 1 gold piece, so
Oh,
seems steep.
oh, sorry, my memory isn't what it used to be 100 years ago. Sorry about that. Let me think again. He kind of pulls out an abacus and does math, and takes about 10 to 15 seconds just to go, you're right, sorry, 1 gold piece for the whole group per night.
Right. Yeah, and I will put 2 gold pieces on the thing just in case. We don't know how long we'll be here, right?
We do not.
So, does this cover stabling for the horses, or is that extra?
Nope, that'll cover it.
All right, 2 gold for 2 nights.
All right. Well, thank you for your kindly. Folks need any lunch or anything? We're just wrapping up lunch for the day and getting started on dinner.
Anyone
I
else?
think
Oh, go ahead.
I don't think so. So now we have to go and find our paladin friend now. Once we get our things situated.
Were we not going to take Fleshhoof's advice and ask?
I'm kind of the reason I'm bringing it up now is to try and subtly ask.
Okay, so we're looking for this dude, and like he's a paladin, and like he's a paladin of Torn, and we're supposed to be meeting him, but we honestly don't know where to look. We haven't been to, is it a monastery or a temple? We haven't been there yet, but like I figured, he's gonna have to stop at an inn at some time, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, we luck out and he stopped at this one.
The poor turtle looks at you, eyes glazed over, going, "You're gonna need to slow that down and be a bit more concise. I think I lost you after you said so for the third time."
Oh, okay, so as I was saying, so
I hate it here.
Right. What my flesh-hooved friend is trying to say is we're looking for an individual who might frequent perhaps the Temple of Torm in the city. I'm uncertain if there is one. He goes by the name Froom.
Oh, good old little Anthar? Yeah, I know that boy since he was just a wee, wee little dwarf before he even got his beard in. You'll probably find him in his barracks with the rest of his order.
Rest of his order.
Oh, yeah, Anthar is part of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Order of the Gauntlet.
What's the Order of the Gauntlet?
Oh, they're your do gurus of the area. They emphasize faith, vigilance, and constantly struggle against threats that they perceive as evil. The what the kids all dream about growing up, being a steadfast knight and all that.
No, good.
Right, that's fantastic. Do you perhaps know where the barracks are?
Oh, Yeah, can't miss it. It actually runs out of a tavern called A Pair of Black Antlers, if I remember the name right.
A pair of black antlers.
Yeah, most of the guards know it pretty well since they tend to frequent it. They usually give specials for the guards in the city, so guards pretty frequent the place.
What was the name of this tavern again?
Oh, did I give you one? Whoops.
Whoopsie.
The scaly bedfellows. I don't know.
Now we'll just call it the Soft Beach.
Soft Beach. And the Tortoise name was?
Kojo.
What was it?
Kojo. Kojo.
Toja. Okay.
I thought you said JoJo for a second.
Jojo.
You thought Jojo was the innkeeper of this inn, but it was me.
Is there anything else we need to know?
Just that I'm awesome and I know like everything.
Sure, we'll go with that. All right, so we'll just get everything situated for our animals, and then we will go looking for this pair of black antlers.
All right. Okay, so you're gonna need to. So we're gonna go ahead and do our first check of the day, since you're trying to train these, black, you know, hatchlings here to be upstanding.
One of them is going to be named Hiccup.
Of course.
I hate
If we're
it.
trying to go into a training session, I am guidancing. I don't know myself.
Okay, not Hiccup. I'm just sorry. It's been building up for a month, okay? I need to let it out.
That's what she said. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, so who got the animal handling?
Yep.
I have a +3.
I have a +5. I took it as a skill. Ow. Took it as a skill. Ow. Cat, no.
Apparently.
Obviously, it's not doing well.
Sorry, my headphones have a cord, and someone found the cord, and both the headphones were attached to me, and so was the cat. Ow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I have a +5. Sorry.
I will go ahead and guidance you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will assist you to give you advantage.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's fine.
So what are we trying to do? Get them inside and get them to like not bite anyone
trying
or
to-
maul anything.
We're trying to make them into our. We're trying to lull them into being. I don't even want to use the word good, but
I feel like copious amounts of meat would help with that. Just put them into a food coma. 20.
Yeah, they kind of look at you, and as you walk away, they start to hiss and cry out a little bit, and you guys were able to calm down, provide them with some meat, and they kind of curl up next to each other and start snoozing.
This is in one of our rooms, right? With a door that we can lock.
I mean, if you wish. I mean,
yeah.
okay.
I don't want them like crawling out of the stable and like eating other people's horses and shit.
And they're in a cuddle puddle.
Also, the reason I asked about the the reason I asked about the durability of those beach or the sand beds.
Fair enough.
I do not want to come back to a room covered in sand. I say goodbye to the adorable little scaly mongrels. Give them each a hug.
Yeah, they kind of just all hop onto the sand bed, and they kind of all nestle in, and they just start going to sleep.
They do whatever the dragon equivalent of purring is.
Right.
Acid drooling.
Oh God.
Really hope that leather is acid resistant.
Oh jeez.
Well, if worst case scenario, I could try to mend it, I suppose.
Well, hopefully it'll cost less to replace the sand bed than it would a normal bed. Right. So, are the horses settled?
Yes.
Excellent.
In the same room, correct?
No, the horses I imagine would be in the stable unless you're sleeping with the horses in your bedroom.
I've seen people do weirder, so
I mean, are we gonna ignore the fact that we basically burned down an entire camp? Like, weird shit is not abnormal for us.
Seems pretty standard for us.
We also have 3 acid pet.
Yes, the abnormal is all normal. Understood.
Alright, so shall we find this temple barrack thing?
Tavern, pair of black antlers. Apparently the gods all go there too. What? Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say, we know where that's at, right? We asked them and we know where it's at.
Yeah, they give pretty strict, pretty concise instructions on how to get there from here.
Precisely. Well, shall we, try to go find this fellow then?
Oh, let's do.
Okay. Well, onwards then, I guess.
Okay, yeah, takes you about half an hour on just to kind of get through all the busy ways and stuff. I mean, even though there's not a town in foot, most of the major roads are still being used up by merchants hauling their goods across and people trying to get to and from on their daily duties. But yeah, you guys pretty much come across what used to be a small guardhouse that was renovated and converted into kind of a for lack of a better term, a hole-in-the-wall tavern. You can kind of see, you know, different type of seasoned adventurers kind of hanging around there. You see a couple of guards who are getting off duty, getting ready to kind of kick the night away and stuff, and it's pretty rowdy in there. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
Everyone or just one
Yeah.
person?
Yeah, everyone can.
Hey. 14.
13.
17.
All right.
Things.
All right. Oh, that's pretty good actually. You guys are able to find everything here. So, as you guys walk in, you kind of see a couple of people kind of doing like an open mic night on the stage. You kind of see a couple of guards just having a good time, just singing tales of a valorous battle. You kind of see crowds hunkered over a table, putting bets on an arm wrestling competition. There's some knife throwing going on this a knife. There's a knife throwing competition going on as well, and then of course there's just a quite a few people just having a good time drinking their ale and eating their cheese. Not the, some in fact are trying to see how quickly they can eat an entire cheese wheel, but it's a pretty lively place, and you see various various folks in here, including clerics and other warriors. But yeah, no one kind of pays attention as you guys enter.
Okay, well, we should probably look for a. Mention something about a dwarf with a beard, so.
Which I imagine would be harder to differentiate than a dwarf with no beard.
I've seen them, they're creepy.
So, is there anything of note here aside from just general surroundings?
Nah, I mean it's essentially average, just your average tavern that's pretty much got everyone that you could possibly think of that would be in a tavern scene. You got your guards, adventurers, you got your standard wait staff that's in there, but it's kind of hard to distinguish one person from another.
Do we spot, just out of curiosity, Leosin anywhere?
You don't actually. You see a couple of monks that look like that they were wearing the same type of garb, but you're not. But you don't actually recognize them.
All right. Well then, let's.
Okay, I'm having
This is
trouble
a tavern,
remembering. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
This is a tavern, yes.
Yeah.
Then we should probably just ask then. Go to the tavern keeper and ask for Froom. Can never remember his first name.
Omthar
Froom.
Froom.
Yeah, you see a portly man kind of cleaning mugs with almost an inhuman speed. As soon as he gets done cleaning about 5 or 6, you see him automatically get pushed onto him another 5 or 6 times. Like, it never ends. Never ends. No matter how many times I ask for a haste spell, I don't ever think I can ever get done with this. Kind of looks up, like, oh, can I help you folks?
Yes. Good evening, friend. We're looking for a man named Antar Froom. We had heard that he and his order frequented this tavern.
Oh, Anthar? Yeah, he's here, but unfortunately he's with someone right now. I don't know how long they'll be. Can I get you anything while you wait?
Sure, I'm partial to. Do you have any water Davian ales?
Oh, don't get too many of those. I only have just the one. Just whatever the merchants bring through. I don't have much of a selection. If you really want that stuff.
Well, I'll take what I can get then.
Yeah, he hands you what you want. I mean, it's not exactly the best tasting stuff that you'll ever find, but you know, it is what it is. How about the rest of you folks?
Can I just have a small beer?
Sure.
Feeling anything crazy.
You want something with a little bit of a sour kick to it, something light, something heavy?
It's. This is still midday, right? We only took like 30 minutes getting here.
Yeah.
I'll stick with something light for now. But thanks.
Sure. Go ahead and take this. He passes you a bottle. It's like that. If you like it, you can order it again. We call that one the brown deer.
Do you have something light and a bit sweet?
Oh, yeah, sure. He reaches around and he's like, "Do you want something with a bit of a fruity taste to it, or do you prefer something?"
A fruit is fine.
Yeah. He hands you an ale. This one's got a little bit of raspberry in it. Some of our more, how I want to put it, conversationalists prefer this. It's not as heavy, but at least it's got a nice taste to it.
How much do we owe you for all of this?
Why don't you guys start a tab and you guys can pay me when you're done.
All right.
And how about you? He points to Andromeda. It's like, how about you? Anything?
Oh, do you have any like black cherry black paws or anything like that? I could also do like a vodka soda with lime.
Oh, a mixed drink. He points over. You see that fellow over there? You see a, you know, Haragon kind of just hopping up in the air and twisting drinks in midair with controls. Like, if you want something with a little bit more of a finesse, you might want to talk to him. He's pretty good. A little bit too much flourish for my taste, but he can certainly set you up with a variety of liquors.
Andromeda is in awe. Andromeda is gone.
Oh boy.
You see the Haragon catch you by eye, and he points a what appears to be like a shaker. He points it to you, and it flips up in the air. He does a front somersault, comes down with it, shakes it, does a backflip, pours it into a pretty much the equivalent of a martini glass. He's like, "And for you, my lady, I think you might enjoy this. I overheard you prefer something with a bit of a tart taste to it. Try this."
I sip it. Is it good?
Oh yeah, hey, he put some. This is some high quality liquor that he's offered you. Probably can only find this in more upscale, uh, more upscale parties and stuff that you would see nobles at.
Sent to you this morning, and I forgot, and now I'm a little bit upset.
Um, I will place 2 gold pieces immediately on the counter.
He grabs one and flicks the other one back. It's like, that's more than enough. And then he takes another order, and you see him this time grab 2 shakers. He uses his ears this time to shake him around, and you can kind of see the portly fellow just kind of shaking. He's like, ah, these kids. And as soon as that happens, you hear a large roar coming from the arm wrestling temple. It's like, ah, pay up! You see him fish over 5 gold coins. It's like, damn it.
I will look over and see what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, so as you approach the table there, you kind of see quite a few. You see dwarves, you see half orcs, you see a genasi there. Pretty all standard builds. You can tell that these guys build themselves up for. They kind of build themselves up for these type of test of strength events. You
For a
actually.
second, I thought you said feel themselves up bit.
All right, well, I will down my drink and go and investigate.
Yeah, you end up seeing sitting at a table. You end up finding that there's an Earth Genasi sitting there, and he places their arm right across from a Goliath, and we're kind of in a deadlock for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then all of a sudden you see the Goliath winning it over, and bets are like, all right, last bets. We got 2 to 1 odds on the Earth Genasi.
That looked like a good bet.
Go and roll me perception on that.
Natural 20.
You can definitely
24.
you can tell that the Earth Genasi's barely hanging on. That the Goliath is just about ready to snap the poor guy's arm in half from what he's about to do.
So then I will bet 5 gold pieces on the Goliath.
Yeah, the guy's like, another sucker. And as soon as you put the coins in hand, boof, Goliath ends up overtaking him. Kind of hear a bit. You see some of the. You kind of see a bit of a hurt face, and the cleric rushes over. He's like, oof. Yikes. That's gonna take a couple days to heal up. But lucky for me, you have me here, and kind of see the cleric just mending the arm back into place, and the Jonas is like, one day, you'll get yours. And he walks away.
So what do I get?
Oh, he pays you 10 gold coins back.
A
He kind of looks at you. He's like, oh, do you want to try to take on Hudson here?
I'm going to look through the crowd. Do I see? Did the barkeeper point out room to us, or
No, he said that he just wasn't available at the time.
do I see any dwarves and all that like in engaged in conversation somewhere like around?
Nah, I mean, you see dwarves, but from what it looks like, most of these guys are not exactly looking like anyone of authority.
You said that there were a couple of people standing around in very similar garb to what Leosin wore, right?
Yep, that's correct.
I want to approach them.
But yeah, I will definitely throw down with the arm wrestling.
All right, go ahead and roll me on the athletics check. And before you do that, how much are you willing to place on yourself? They'll take up
I'll put
to.
10 on me.
You're gonna put 10? Okay, that's the max they'll take.
All right. And here we go. 24.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
All right, well, let me see here.
I think when I hit level 6, I'm going to take Skill Master in Athletics.
Oh
Just because.
god. Because you really fucking need that.
Just
You
for.
roll a natural 1, you'd get what, a 15?
If I took that, no, I'd get an 11 with a natural 1.
Oh, okay.
Poor Hudson, you kind of flip him over the table because you went a little too fast for him, and yeah, the crowd just starts laughing and roaring in excitement. And they just pay. You said you put 10 down?
Yep.
Yeah, they pay back 25. So.
All right, so 15 gains. I'll take my tankard and I'll smash it on the table too, and be like, another.
Everyone kind of looks at you and they're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. But yeah, Arvid, you kind of approach the monks there, and they kind of look at you with odds like, "Hi, how can we help you?"
Pardon me for my intrusion. Your garments look somewhat familiar, similar to a friend of mine, a man named Leosin, and I was wondering if perhaps you might recognize the name.
Oh, Master Leosin? Yes, he's currently in a meeting right now with Anthar, but I'll let you know. He passed by you. And what was your name? I don't believe you said it.
I did not. My name is Oraved. I'm traveling with 3 others. We were performing a mission that he sent us out to handle, and told us to meet him in the city, and to also look for Sir Froome.
They both of their mouths just go pretty much slack jawed and like, Arvid, the dagger thrower, the one who hit a dragon in the dead of night with a dagger.
She like flicks her fingers, and 2 daggers slip into her hands. Yes, actually it was, she looks at both of them for a second, looks at one, looks at the other. Oh, it was this one! This was the dagger that, scared off the dragon, and I wave it around. Wait, no, maybe it was
You
one of
didn't
these others.
retrieve that one, did you?
All of her collection of daggers, trying to find the one that might have been the one that she stabbed the dragon with.
They
And no, she did not retrieve it.
so they heard freaking Nemu say that, and they're like, huh, what?
Bloody hell, did I forget to get that one back?
They kind of grab their from their pouches. They show us like, would you mind engraving this with your sigil?
Certainly. And
Oh no, she has fanboys.
I hate everything.
she looks a little gobsmacked, but and like signs things for them, writing you can never have too many daggers.
Legitimately, legit question. How many daggers do you currently have?
I don't know, I honestly stopped keeping track after I added about like 20 to my inventory. I just stopped keeping track. Because every time I kill kobolds, I'm retrieving my daggers and then picking up a new one. So I probably have somewhere like 50 plus, probably. We killed a lot of fucking kobolds, and they all have daggers.
How are you carrying 50 daggers? What are you like,
Boy.
trench coating? You're just like, here's my selection.
Yes! I could probably open my robe and flash a complete set of daggers. My backpack is probably also stuffed with daggers.
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception check, Arvid.
Sure.
where she's like, "I've got a pair, you can see it," then opens it up and there's like daggers everywhere.
Christ.
24.
Christ almighty. So over at the dagger throwing section, you see a tabaxi and an elf just kind of laughs like, and you hear them openly say, "It's like, Dragon Demni, that's a freaking lie and a half," and they go back and start throwing daggers back at the practice board.
Oh, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna like roll a 1. When I hear that, I'm going to whip around, grab one of my daggers from my sleeve, and just chuck it at the board.
All right.
And oh no, I didn't roll a natural 1. 23.
Yeah, center of the bullseye, pretty much dead center of the bullseye, and they kind of look at you and they're like, the tabaxi just kind of just, you know, moves their tail left or right, and they're like, how? How in the world? You know, they try to take the dagger out, and they're like struggling again because it's in that deep.
And that is how you fight off a dragon with a dagger.
You hear the two.
To mention, this isn't like a clean dagger either. This is like a rusty ass, nasty cobalt
Covered in,
that is
yeah, covered
not
in cobalt
balanced.
goop.
Yeah, just covered in all kinds of like blood and shit.
Pretty much, the monks all cheer and they tell them, "Next round for hers on us." Uh, Pretty much just, a few minutes after this whole charade happens, you see another monk approach Arvid in the group, and it's like, Master Leosin and Anthar are ready to see you folks. They've gotten word that you had arrived.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Diolith, are you done breaking arms over there?
You hear a smashing sound,
Oh God!
and me on my third tankard,
He's getting
And-
tanked.
and I just like jump up and say, "I had told you, I had warned you." What? Who's saying my name?
Diolith, over here. Come on.
Okay, all right. Well, this has been loads of fun. Maybe we'll come back to it later.
Andromeda, go ahead and roll me one more perception roll.
Andromeda is too busy trying to figure out where he's getting all of the shaker cups from because she wants to join. She started like tapping a little beat. She wants to join the show. She's not paying attention to anything.
Oh no, I was talking about the fact that you were distracted to the point where, the good old. Oh man, got something that caught my throat tonight. Oh, there we go. As you turned around, you don't even notice, but your glass has just been refilled. Haragon just kind of laughs.
She is never leaving this part of the bar. She's in love.
Right, I guess we're doing this down drama because I think,
I don't even want to try and think about it, honestly. Like,
yeah.
let's just let this play out.
You could kind of. Yeah, poor Drama is kind of torn between knowing that she has to go and the fact that she just couldn't even see this Haragon just pour a drink out of nowhere while she was paying attention for like all of 2 seconds.
That's all it takes.
Okay, wait, no, like, just like, you call me, just, yeah, yeah. And I'm like slowly backing away, just watching them, complete awe, slowly backing away.
Moist flesh shoe steps.
No,
Yeah, you see a Fire Janus and Aladrin kind of take Drama's spot, and the show starts over again. Uh, but yeah, as soon as you guys are escorted into a back room in the bar, you see Leosin, and you see a dwarf with some worn full plate mail with a gauntlet on his breastplate. Leosin's like, ah, they're here. Told you that they would make it. Pay up, and Anthar shuffles out 2 gold pieces and slides them over to Leosin's like, aye, you did all tell me all that already. But the question is, are they going to want to do this, Leosin?
Care to elaborate?
My friends, we have important business to discuss if you are interested in making some coin and earning some fame. At this point, you know as much about as we do, maybe even more, about the cult of the dragon. And I don't like those folks. Years ago, probably when I was a wee lad, they were interested in creating Dracolich. Very, very painful time. Then they went underground, and we haven't seen them until really in the last year. And something is very wrong because they're not up to their old tricks. And unfortunately, they're moving faster than anyone cares to do anything about. And granted, we are working on it, but we need people like you. We need to know how and when to fight, and you know how and when to keep your heads down and observe. I can't promise
Can
you.
I pass in the second word?
Uh, totally your decision. We can't promise you anything except for long days filled of danger and stress, but, what else does a hero deal with?
Yeah, you got to stop with the hard sell, man.
Preferably that Haragon's number.
Also, random question. Just out of curiosity, what was their old tricks that you're referring to?
Ah,
I apparently only know the new tricks.
well, many decades ago, the Cult of the Dragon was more focused on creating Dracoliches and using them to cement that power throughout the realms. But their efforts were thwarted time and time again by adventurers like yourselves, then they went dormant for the last decade. Only recently, they decided to revive themselves, but instead of trying to create more Dracoliches, they are more focused on doing something about calling in older, more primordial dragons.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Indeed. I don't know how much it is truth, but rumors say they're going to bring Tiamat, which at this point I don't know if that's a far-fetched tale or more of a larger concern.
Random question: do we actually know who Tiamat is?
Yeah, you guys had a history lesson in the dungeon about Tiamat and a cataclysmic event that was a part of it.
Oh yes,
Well,
I remember that now.
we've definitely had our run-ins with these dragon cult people. I've got a couple of them that I have in my sights as well that I'd like to have some strongly worded conversations with.
Ah, well, before I offer more information, do know that there's a loose affiliation of organizations looking to stop the Cult of the Dragon. My organization is the Order of the Gauntlet. We have most of
Never
our
heard of it.
most of our members are made up of clerics and paladins, but anyone who shares our ideas. We believe more in discipline and order, and we focus more on a more military organization. Leosin over here is part of the Harpers. They're
That I
more
have heard of.
they're more dedicated towards furthering equality and justice and keeping power in the hands of those who don't deserve it. Though we have our differences about, their actions on ours, we both agree that the threat right now, the highest priority, is this cult. They've been doing quite a bit of number on the outlying hamlets in the Sword Coaster area. Finally, we have a group called the Emerald Enclave, but unfortunately, their member is not here to elaborate more on their order. Hopefully, when you next meet up with our agents, one of theirs will be there to inform you more about what they can provide.
Was it just those three?
Yeah,
Or
those
was-
three.
Okay.
Yeah, those three for now. While we can't offer you pay at the moment, what we can do is give you our network of agents who are spread all the way from Nashkill and Candledeep in the south, all the way up towards Netherwinter and Mirabar in the north. Leo said,
And what do these agents offer?
well, if you must know, the funds that I provided paid for the horses and the carts that bring you over here. Plus, we can also help you gain general supplies and do information gathering.
You said your contacts reach all the way to Neverwinter.
That is correct.
Right. You say you can't pay us, but perhaps you could do so with some information about an individual in Neverwinter. At
Yes.
least for me.
Well, if we can try to do what we can, our agents can only do so much.
And I don't have a name for the corrupt politician. Whoops. I never thought that would come up. Like, I chose Neverwinter thinking, oh, that's a city that will never come up.
Psych.
He kind of gives you a small he gives you a small piece of parchment with the seal. It's like, if you ever need to do this deed and need a name or a favor, please fill it out here and we will send it to an agent to investigate. We understand that you might be under some pressure to not say the name out loud.
Thank you. I'll think about it. Right. So there was no reward for us searching through the camp. Which we did find some things. And we have a general direction. I think we saw the camp leaving in, or the trails. Was that what it was?
Aye,
God, it's been so long. I don't remember what the actual quest was anymore.
you were caught traveling to figure. Ah, God, I'm slipping through accents. Good lord. So basically, they are telling you that you guys know, you guys kind of pull your information together, and you know that the cult is amassing treasure, and their agents have indicating that shipment's heading north. Where exactly the treasure going and what the cult plans to do with it are two questions that need answering. Both Ruben and Elanthar would like your team to go ahead and join the caravan accompanying on the journey northwards. A couple of suggestions they have offered are as such: you guys could be hired as guards, and if not by the cult wagon masters, then by other merchants traveling in the same direction. This caravan is being masked by being affiliated with a large caravan of merchants that are heading in the same general direction to outmask their trail. They do want to emphasize that timing is also an issue, as the tracks leaving the cultist camp and the map from Mondas Chamber both indicate that the wagons are heading west to pick up the Coastway Road, where they could turn north to Beregost and Baldur's Gate. This journey is going to be about 550 miles.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my.
So the wagons can take up to 25 to 30 days for the trip, depending on conditions, and that the wagons went out at least yesterday. Oh, sorry, no. How long did it say take you guys to get here? Was it 3 days? 3 to 5 days?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was
Something like that.
yeah. So they're ahead.
Something like that.
Yeah, they're ahead of you by 6 days then.
As far as we know, they're traveling at a standard pace, not a like brisk pace either.
Right, they're traveling at Stanford. Now, the river flows directly from El Terrell to Baldur's Gate. So, thankfully, Leosin speaks up like, thankfully, we are able to secure a boat that can make that trip down the stream about 3 days, and if it ties up overnight for safety or two, you guys could actually catch them pretty much on the day that they arrive at their next checkpoint. Also, they pull out a bag. They hand you 200 gold pieces to cover the expense for the trip.
Okay, 200 gold pieces. Let's see. Add that to. Would the ship be able to carry our horses and our cart?
They can. You're just going to have to ensure that the animals are handled. They don't, from my experience at least, horses don't do well sailing on smaller ships.
They tend not to, but it depends on the horse and the boat and the weather and all, but yes.
You mean it depends on if the horse decides it's spawn of Satan or not?
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Made extra concerning considering we are also bringing with us 3 spawns of actual Satan.
Froome is also speaks up. And on top of that, you can also ensure that we will outfit your folks for whatever you need within reason.
I'm looking for some heavier armor.
He looks at you and he's like, "Ah, I can help with that. The smith owes me a favor."
Fantastic.
I love where this is going.
A discount on his armor would be fantastic. The prices we saw in the last city were high.
Ouch.
The good old plate is a very good investment, but a pricey one at that. Let me take a look here.
Just from the conversation, I get the feeling that if they knew that we had 3 spawns of Satan with us, they would not be happy. Right?
It's not something that you would start a conversation with.
Because, like, they have not asked us about what we found, like, at all.
Did we mention that we have 3 dragons?
No, you guys have not brought that up in conversation quite yet.
We have not.
There's, probably a good reason for that.
He looks to you and he gives you. This should get that full plate that you're looking for down to about 700 gold pieces.
Okay, 30% discount.
No, it's the cost will be 700.
It's a 30% discount.
It's 1800 last I checked. For
I
full
thought it was
plate?
1500.
Yeah, I thought it was 1500.
Am I looking at that right? I could have sworn it said 18 for full plate. Well, I'm looking at the actual book, so maybe they updated that in the virtual version.
If I Google it, it just says 1500 gold pieces
Yeah,
for full plate.
D&D full plate. Heavy armor costs 1500 GP. Weight 65 pounds.
Huh.
But still, that's a hefty discount.
It is.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's 1500. What did I see
No
1800 for?
complaints here.
But still, that takes a lot off the cost. So 700
Over
gold.
50%.
We can afford 700 gold. We could not afford 1500.
Honestly, with you being a frontliner, I am A-okay with all of that. And then some. Another question. Would you happen to be able to get a hold of a decent amount of healing potions? They seem to be rather scarce lately.
They also speak up. Oh, well, you folks went into a town that was ransacked, so I can only imagine the scarcity of such items. He writes down on a note. It's like, you'll be able to pick up at least 5 of healing potions from this merchant, but unfortunately he will charge for the rest. at price, but at least it's free equipment, right?
Hey, it's better than nothing. And is there any place in town that might have useful magical equipment? Nothing in particular, just something.
It depends
Or
what
is
you
it
are
just
looking
kind of
for.
spread all over?
What are you looking for? Scrolls? Are you looking for staves and wands? Are you looking for, artifacts?
Honestly, anything that could help with healing, keeping people alive, stuff like that. I was more just curious if there was a place in town that dealt with that.
Hell, again, it kind of depends on what you're looking for. There's alchemists, there's scribes, you know.
That's fair.
Perhaps artifacts or something.
Yeah, so as he points, he pulls out a map of Elturel and points. It's like if you're looking for items, there's an antique shop here that deals in magic artifacts. Might be able to assist you. Might be a bit costly, but let them know, and they might be willing to bring the prices down a peg.
I appreciate it. I have a couple things in mind, but I was just more looking for the place that might have had them.
So they kind of look at you. So I take it that you're up for the challenge.
Um, yes, so that's definitely seems like something we can do to try and stick a thorn in the paw of these dragon cultist people.
All right. Well, here you go. He hands you another sealed note. Hand this to a Furbolg on the docks. You're looking for the Sea Dog. It's a quaint ship, but know that that is the one that we have chartered for you, and it will take you on to your next journey. Sorry, the next step on your journey.
Well, we appreciate all the help that you're able to offer.
Yes, many thanks.
And
Not gonna lie, you're like the best sugar daddy I've ever had. Thank you so much.
Onthar's face kind of gets a deep red, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to visit the Red District tonight." And Leosin just smacks his face like, "That's an inside thought. Inside thought. Oh, bloody hell!" All right, where to next?
Um, so
Perhaps we look to your full plate?
I look at the I look at the note with the favor for the blacksmith. I'm like, yes, this would be how are we going to take care of the remaining 700 then? I have 250.
We have some in our shared inventory. Some of that is the money they just gave us for our traveling expenses. I mean, if we intend to keep the horses, we'll probably need to pay extra and everything for the ship. Or we could sell the horses and the cart to make up some of the loss. Then we'll need to hope that our dogs can keep up with us.
So how much money do we have that we can spare for this?
In our shared inventory, we have a bit over 800, counting the 200 we just received. So we can certainly afford it. I assume
I
in our
have some extra gold I would definitely be willing to put towards it.
is what same as well, and what we have extra, we might be able to pool to purchase a healing potion or two.
I've
in
got
mind,
200 that I was going to use to purchase healing potions as well. Plus, we have those 5 others that Sugar Daddy just got us.
I do not like that word, but yes.
What do you mean, got us? I thought he was just telling us where we could go to buy them.
No, he said that they're going to give us 5 free
Oh, okay.
ones, and then
I misunderstood.
they would, then any more that we purchase beyond that, we have to pay for.
Okay, I misheard that, and let me update my thing. Okay, so first 5 free, and we can buy more. So, alright, so let's go buy the armor, and we'll start there. Should we check in with the ship and see if we can bring the horses, or if that will be a problem? We'll also need to buy a whole lot of meat to take care of the dogs while we're on the ship. We do not want them getting hungry.
Yeah. Also, we need to keep in mind that when we set up the ship, they give us 200 gold to secure passage. So I imagine it's going to be rather hefty to do this.
So, should we check with the ship first and get that covered?
It probably wouldn't be a terrible idea, honestly.
We're 6 days behind. I don't know how quickly the ship will help catch us up.
Well, you said it was their first checkpoint. Like we can catch up on their first checkpoint on the boat. That's what you said, right?
Yep.
So not like the whole trip, but their first like checkpoint on the trip, we can catch up to them.
Alright, so perhaps we didn't need 2 nights at the tavern after all, or... I mean, are we only staying here the
Perhaps
one
not.
night?
Perhaps, yes, that's probably
Alright, then we should probably settle our tab here and then head out. I guess we can check with the ship to see the pricing. And then we'll go acquire plate armor.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Alright, so how much is our tab in this place where we got drinks?
The portly fellow's like, "Yeah, Arthur paid for your drinks. Have a good one."
Oh! Well, that was helpful. So, to the docks, I guess.
Okay.
Well, do we need to get the armor customized? Do we need to, like, wait a couple of days in order to have that happen? Or is it like an off-the-shelf sort of deal? I'm not really familiar with armor.
I honestly don't know. I would assume it has to be fit.
So I guess perhaps that first, so that we know how many days that will take?
Alright, well, let's go. Let's head that way.
Right.
And I'll start heading towards the blacksmith.
I think Diolus just really wants to get his armor.
All right. So yeah, you guys make it to a workshop called Heavy Metal Works, and you see a Warforge there with a dog, and he's like, "Well, hello, welcome to my shop. How can I assist?"
Yes, I was looking for, we're sent here by Anthar Froom, and we're looking for some heavy plate armor.
Oh, okay. Please hand the letter to my dog companion here. And you see,
I hand a letter to the dog.
yep, the dog kind of takes it. You kind of see it kind of move it through its mouth, verifies the seal, and moves away. And message has been confirmed. What can I assist you with?
Well, I'm looking for some heavy plate armor for myself.
Will you be only requiring to cover your vitals or the entire person?
the entire person, all of its vitals.
Oh.
Nope. Sexy babe armor.
No chainmail.
Like a
bikini.
metal string bikini, please.
That costs extra. He turns back to Dialith. Very well. Please stand here, and he points to an X on the floor.
Oh boy, I'm excited for this. I stand there.
Yep. And you kind of see his eyes kind of get more, they kind of, do the whole, like, his eyes flare up as it's kind of scanning you up and down, and it's like, okay. Any special requests outside of the usual steel package?
I'd like it. I don't know. I'd like it with blue accents on it. Sort of my thing.
You can kind of see the eyes flare up as it takes in the information. Okay. Anything else?
That should be all.
Understood. He points to his robotic K9 companion. Please insert payment in my companion's mouth, please.
All right.
All right. I will take 600 gold out of the group loot, which will leave us with the 200 they gave us.
And then I'll put the other 100 in.
All right. As soon as it counts all 700, the mouth closes. You kind of hear some sort of cha-ching sound out of it. It lets out a yelp, and War's like, bear with me for a few moments as I start processing your request.
I feel like it's a missed opportunity that that's a dog and not a pig, since it's basically his piggy bank.
You can kind of see, the Warforged push a button, and you hear some some wooden gears turning. You see a sheet of metal, and pretty much with, I wouldn't say lightning speed, but with great precision and finesse, you kind of just see the hands and pick up hammers and chiseling tools, and about 30 to 40 minutes later, he's got a full set of plate armor ready to go for you. Please,
All right.
he's like, please equip this and let me know if your dimensions are correct.
That was surprisingly quick.
Yes, that was rather crazy.
You can kind of see that his hammer and his tools kind of have a red hue from just the sheer amount of force and speed and precision on there. It's like you could tell that he moved really quick and with a lot of heat and built into it.
All right. Well, I will put it on. How does it fit?
Yeah, it's pretty much perfect to your specifications.
All right. Well, that will do nicely then.
Excellent. Please note that Heavy Metal Workshops, this unit lore, has completed your request. Is there anything else?
No, that should be all.
Do you just specialize in mostly armor and weapons?
I have been known to make oddities every once in a while. I once fashioned a machine to wash clothing.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
There's a
Sorry.
callback.
I gotta take a sec. Give me a sec. Oh.
If we run into Argus, I'll be mad.
He says that he'll be mad. He'll actually be excited.
Yeah, he'll be
Yeah.
giddy like a little kid. Are you any good at making something that can heal? Like a necklace, perhaps? Or a ring?
Scanning. I am able to create items that could house said gems and stuff that might be able to do that, but I myself am not able to proceed past the ability to make armor and weapons. I do not have the facilities needed to make enchanted items.
Alrighty. I think that pretty much covers it then. Unless Aravid would like a shiny dagger for a change.
I feel as though I probably have enough. No, I've never had enough daggers, but I mean, I can sort of get them for free by liberating them. I feel like it's silly to pay for them.
That's such a loose term to use there, by the way. Liberation.
Well, I mean, it's not as though the former wielders need them anymore.
Oh, I'm very well aware.
It's better than leaving them there to rust.
More, you mean?
I suppose I probably should start taking care of them. It's just there's so many. It's hard to find the time to sit down and polish your daggers when you've got like triple digits.
It comes with years
Wonder-
of practice.
I'm going to need a cart to just start carrying my dagger collection.
I think we need to sign you up for Dagger Anonymous.
I don't have a problem. I can stop whenever I want.
Alright, so shall we go, secure our passage then?
Yes, to the docks.
You're now happy with your purchase, correct, Yelith?
Yes, this is this will do nicely.
Very well. Thank you for coming to Heavy Metals Work. Please come again.
Good luck with that dishwasher adventure.
Computing. Still working on the spin cycle.
I don't know what that means, and I won't pretend to.
Well, shall we?
Yes, to the docks.
All right. All right, to the docks.
What's next on the docket?
All right, so you guys are looking for a ship called the Sea Dog. You happen to takes you about an hour to sort through. I mean, you see plenty of people offloading stuff from fishing boats with their hulls to small merchant ships, putting in their crates of items, and further off, you can actually see more of the luxury ships out there. You happen to come across a caravel type ship named the Sea Dog, and you see a few furbolgs just kind of hoisting stuff, hoisting nets, tying up ropes, raising the sails, scrubbing the deck. You know, just ensuring maintenance is being kept on their ship.
Hello there, good sirs.
Oi! Oi, you!
We're looking for the captain of this fine vessel.
Oh! Yeah, that's me, mate. Name's Jace.
Jace, fantastic. We were sent here by Sir Onthal Froome. He told us he had booked us passage aboard your vessel in the next day or so.
Ah, you did? You ready to sail, then?
Not quite so. We just wanted to check in to know when you're ready to sail and the possibility of bringing aboard several horses.
You can hear him swear in some sort of dialect that you're not familiar with. Oh, sorry about that. You're the fourth person to ask about horses. Why does anyone bring a bloody horse upon my ship?
Well, mostly because we have horses and we'll likely need to use them when we dock at our destination.
Also, have you ever purchased a horse? They're not exactly cheap.
Well, you still have a horse when I'm on the ship.
It's less to have it on the ship and more to have it when we dock at our destination.
When we're not on the ship.
Not on a ship? Crikey. Alright.
Yes.
You can bring a horse. Just bring its food.
Right. So there is space for several horses and a cart.
Oi! Berta! I think we're gonna need to cast off that extra crate. No! Do it! Yes. Got room for a cart.
But cast off
Well-
the what?
You see a burly Goliath kind of holding a crate, and he
Well,
just kind of casts it off the side of the.
Hold on a
Nope.
moment.
It's right over the side.
Oh, bloody hell. I mean, guys, I just turned to the others. Do we still need the cart, you think? I mean, can the dogs walk now? Or should we keep the cart so that they don't go running off?
I think we should probably keep the cart more for... what's the word I'm looking for? To be less obvious about things?
I suppose we do need to carry quite a lot of food for the horses and the dogs.
Subtlety is probably a good thing when it comes to the dogs as well.
Alright, so we have 6 horses, a cart, and 3 dogs, as well as us.
The dogs can remain with the cart if that's an issue.
Not at all. If you toss the crate, you got plenty of room.
Alright, excellent. We will go and purchase food. How long will the journey be?
Well, I reckon, well, if we don't tie down the ship, probably about 3 days.
3 days, so we need to ensure that we have enough food for probably 4, just to give us a little wiggle room. And, is there anything else we should be aware of?
No, not at all. The sea dog here will carry you faster than, well, I'm not so good with analogies, but we'll get there pretty quick.
And the cost for the ship, has that already been covered, or?
Oh yeah, Antha paid us pretty handsomely to get you there.
Alright, excellent, excellent. So, when do we think we should set out? Guys, any thoughts? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow's probably good, I would think. Unless
Uh,
we run into something else, but I think tomorrow's probably pretty good to set.
So tomorrow, probably early. Yes. What time is it now?
Mid-afternoon.
Think we can get everything we need. We need food for the horses, food for the dogs. To stop at the apothecary for those potions. Food for us, I imagine. Was there anything else we needed?
No, I think we're good. Good sir, the 3 days, is that to the first checkpoint? Or is that to the next city?
Oh, that takes us straight to the Baldur's Gate.
Okay, so sorry, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this because
It, the checkpoint is technically Baldur's Gate, so you'll get there in 3 days.
So basically, we'll meet up with them. That's what the plan is. So
Yep.
Baldur's Gate is actually a city, or is it just like literally a gate? Like I don't know about that. I haven't really messed with it a whole lot.
Well,
It's a city.
it's a city.
It's a very big city.
Okay, never mind then. I will approach. You said it was a Goliath that threw the crate over.
Yeah.
I will go over to him. Good sir, what did you throw overboard? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, nothing too important. Just some extra raw materials that the last people who didn't pay their fare ended up giving to us.
By raw materials, what do you mean? I feel bad about what happened, and I just want to know so I can maybe try to make it right.
Oh, well, the only thing there that we looked into was just a shipment of iron.
It was just a crate of iron. That seems peculiar.
Not at all. It was meant for the smiths there.
Right. And approximately how much iron was that?
Nothing too crazy. About 500 pounds.
Impressive. All right. Well, sorry about that. I wasn't intending that to happen, but I guess here we are.
Ah, no worries. We'll have one of our others come and grab it for us.
All right then. Well, sorry about that. Sorry about the extra work, but I guess we will be seeing you in the morning, and I'll return to the group.
We should grab it and hawk it.
I mean, I will definitely tell you guys what it is. I just don't know how we're going to fetch that off of basically the bottom of the riverbed.
How strong am I?
How long can you breathe underwater?
3 guidances. Does it stack? Can we give you like an extra 3d4?
Christ.
I do not have water breathing, so sorry, buddy.
The rules for holding your breath is bananas.
Yeah, it's like every minute for every point of con.
Constitution or something like that.
Yeah, so I can hold my breath for 18 minutes is fine.
Completely realistic.
Alright, so what's next on the docket?
I would like to check out the, Actually, quick question. On approved money, how much do we have left? I realize our group is broke, but do we have anything extra? We need to go get the health potions.
We still have the 200 that they gave us, plus a little extra, and then whatever we have in our pockets.
And I plan on getting at least 2 extra healing potions.
Well, I have about 250 gold I could spend as well. I suppose we should just go try and see what we can get now that we're somewhat situated. We do need to round up enough meat for the critters, and I guess let's just go start with the healing potions.
Sure, as long as we leave enough to purchase meat and feed for the horses as well, and ourselves.
Would you prefer to do that first, then? I don't care.
Probably a good idea, just in case we decide to unload all of our gold on healing potions.
Fair.
I'd rather not die of starvation with our pockets full of healing potions.
I mean, you could always just take a healing potion. I'm sure it satiates a little bit.
Not sure. I'd rather not find out. That sounds like a painful experiment. Whether it's painful for my stomach or my wallet remains in the air.
For science! I'm sorry. Alright, meat it is.
So meat, horse feed, and rations for us.
And then the potions.
Alright. So, general store then?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So, you guys end up just kind of working down the way until you guys find a kind of a well put together area called the River Lords domain, and you see a gnome there. It's like, hi, can I interest you folks in our adventurers pack? Looks like you guys might need everything. This thing has everything in there, and he kind of cart starts rambling on like 20 different items in the span of 10 seconds without taking a breath. So what do you think?
Did you say 1,000 ball bearings?
No. He trails off again. You see basically another. You see a tabaxi kind of grumbles like, "Oh, we're doing this again." Sorry, my friend gets a little bit excited. Now, yes, the adventurer pack here that we have will provide you with, 5 days worth of rations, bedroll, some basic provision like a cooking pan, some flint and tinder. It's a pretty solid collection here. Or is there something in particular
Well,
you guys are looking for?
yes, we're looking for food and rations for ourselves as well as horses and animals for a 5-day journey.
Oh, you kind of see him. Well, uh, horse feed. You can either go with some hay, oats, or got this interesting bit here. It's a type of weed that tends to grow. Goats tend to like it. Horses seem to be okay with it, but it tends to be on the cheap side of it since it grows pretty quickly. Is there something in particular you're needing?
Just standard horse feed.
Probably combination of hay and oats. I think that's standard, right?
I believe so. Probably on the healthier side of things as well.
Oh, okay. Is there a particular brand that you like? We have, some from as far north as the Hardy feed that the Neverwinter Knights feed their horses to just your common run-of-the-mill hay bale that comes straight out of the hamlets of the surrounding Sword Coast area.
Whatever is local and cheap.
Oh, okay. Kind of points to the hay bale. Let me take a look here. I think you can. This bale of hay here can probably last your horses easily for about a week. We compact it we compacted it to the point where the twine that we used to toss it down is almost at the breaking point, so you know that's got a lot of density to it.
All right. How much for the bale of hay then?
5 copper pieces.
5 copper. And how many horses will this feed for a week?
Oh, I reckon about 4.
4. So I'll get 2 bales of hay.
Can you please have those delivered to, and I can't remember the ship name off the top of my head right now.
It was the Sea Dog.
Sea Dog, yes. To the Sea Dog in port, please.
Oh, okay.
So 10 copper for 2 bales of hay.
All right, and you said that you needed rations. Do you need them as we're talking like jerky, or do you prefer something a little bit more fresh?
Rations for us for.
We'll also go for a week. Rations for us for a week. So 4 people.
And then. Basically, just whatever your cheapest meat is, honestly, just a lot of it.
Okay, well, if you guys need that much, it'll probably cost you 1 gold piece for a week's worth of rations for the 4 of you.
And just out of curiosity, if we were looking just for the rations for like one of us for 1 day, but all in meat, how much meat would that be?
We'll probably charge you the same price.
About what is that? 2 silver? I don't want to math this. Rations for 4 for a week was 1 gold, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah, so trying to figure out the math of that.
it just the same price.
So let's get like 10 gold worth of meat.
Oh, okay.
Dried, smoked, a variance of preserved meats. If that's... Do you think
Yeah.
that's enough?
I think that sounds fantastic.
Right. So 10 gold worth of various cured meat, sausages, whatever.
Okay.
And if you could have all of this delivered to the Sea Dog before tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. We will put a priority on this.
So that comes to what? A grand total of 11 gold, 10 copper.
You know what? With everything that you guys are buying in bulk today, we'll call it a even 9.
9 gold. All right. 9 gold it is.
Anything else I can help you with, folks?
Does anyone else need supplies? Do we have rope and pitons and all of that for you non-flying people?
You know, it's all we're really worried about these days is rope and pitons.
I'm sorry, what about pitons?
I hear they're very important.
Oh, pitons. I legit thought you were like talking about something else. I'm sorry.
I don't want to know what that was. But seriously, anything else? Anyone?
No.
I don't think so. No.
Alright, I think that does it for us. Thank you so much.
Not the problem. Come again.
Right, to the apothecary and the potion person. The person with half potions.
Okay, yep. They send you guys to a place called the Dragon's Chest. And it's a smaller type building. Looks like, could really only fit about 10 people in there. You can see a arrangement of alchemical vials and bottles and the smell of chemicals in the air. You see a kobold there with kind of a monocle going, "Yes, can I help you?" Hello? Anyone there?
Potions.
Yes. We were suggested to come here for some potions, healing potions. We inquired about.
Oh, okay. Well, do you guys just
I
need
can't
the
remember.
regular
Did we
stuff?
get a note?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we were sent here by Ontharf Rune.
Yes.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, he looks very disappointed. He's like, sorry
Is
about.
everything okay?
Well, I decided to work with Anthar and Leosin about trying to get some information about a relative of mine who went missing within the last year, but oh well. He says here you guys are looking for potions. He kind of goes back to, he scampers off the stool that he was working on and grabs a small satchel. It's like, here's a pack of 5, the ones that were provided for you folks. What else are you looking for?
Honestly, more. I know it seems like a lot, but things have been rather rough for us lately, so just out of curiosity, what do you have available still?
Oh, plenty. We're a well-stocked apothecary here. Plenty of healing potions, but, how much do you guys need?
First things first, I guess. How much do they cost?
Standard price.
Is that 50 gold?
Yep, 50 gold
Yeah,
pieces
so-
each.
Right. Mimu, why don't you see if you can, make a bargain? Barter him down if we buy in bulk or something. You're better at convincing people than I am.
I suppose. First off, good sir, out of curiosity, can you maybe tell us about the person you're looking for?
Oh,
Sorry, I know we're talking business, but I'm just very curious.
roll me persuasion.
Jesus Christ. Just a sec. 12. That'd be 13.
Yeah, he's as much as I appreciate the thoughtfulness, I'm really not just goes personal issues, but
I was
appreciate the
more
sentiment.
asking because maybe we have seen him or heard something about him. That's the only reason I was asking.
Fair enough. It's a very sensitive personal matter. I wish not to discuss with people I don't know.
That's fair. All right. Well, then back to business. Apologies, did not mean to go heavy on that subject. How many would it take for you to possibly give us some sort of like bulk discount, maybe? We again are trying to be very thrifty and
Oh, well, if you want to buy in bulk, that wouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's see here. How much do I have in stock? Someone please roll me please roll me 2d10s, please.
sure, I got it. 11.
I currently
A
have
9 and a 2 if it matters.
currently I'm stocked up to about 30 over 30 potions that I've got. So if you were to buy 10, I would toss in 2 for free, bring up the total of 400 for 10 potions.
So 400 gold for 10 healing potions? Is that what I just heard?
Yes.
Well, we do have the money for it.
That's a rather good deal, too. I vote that we go for it.
Yeah.
So- Everyone toss in a bit, and we could empty out the shed money. And then if we each toss in 50,
I'll toss in 100.
I mean, why don't we all just toss in 100? It's not like we won't use it.
that's fair. I did just use some of mine for the meats and rations, but that's because sorting through the pile of shared money is harder than just using the stupid measuring tool on the application that I'm using to live my life, apparently.
You said a whole bunch of words that didn't make any sense there.
I sort of just got, like, possessed. It was like some sort of being from another world just sort of took over for a moment.
That's a horrifying thought.
It really was. It's very unpleasant.
I
Like
told
you're
you
some sort of-
fucking weird.
Like you're some sort of tool for somebody's role-playing purposes.
As if I was created only to bring someone else pleasure.
I feel like we're starting to talk about drama here now.
Alright, so
I'm sorry, did someone say pleasure? What's going on? Huh?
everyone is chipping in 100 gold to pay the 400 gold for 10 potions.
Yes.
No, it's 12 potions, right?
So
I thought it was 10.
it's 10 potions.
Yeah, so we're paying for
Oh,
8 and get
okay.
2 for free.
Yeah,
I see what you
paying
mean,
for
yeah.
8, get 2 for free.
All
so
right.
everyone chips in 100, and now we have 15 potions.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, do you have anything? I know you have your most basic stuff. Do you have anything fancy? Something maybe unique?
Ooh, fancy.
Maybe? What are you looking for?
Honestly, I'm more curious if you just have anything unique. Guess I'm not looking for anything in particular. We've got our healing needs covered for the moment. I was more, I don't know, maybe an enlargement potion or anything fancy.
Look, your problems in the bedroom are none of our concern.
Well, I was getting that for you actually, sir. So
My
Oof.
problems in the bedrooms are probably not anybody else's concern. Unless... No, never mind.
I mean,
trying to
you are
tell.
carrying around a rather large sword, and I'm very curious now. Alright,
We'll put a pin in that and we'll...
this alchemist is probably like, "What the fuck's going on here?"
Yeah, this alchemist is just like, this was the, this was not the good day to This is not the good day to quit drinking the ale.
Do you have any poisons or anything?
Face palm.
Oh man.
What? What?
Anything illegal, like any other illegal, like drugs or anything that you
I'm
could
not
like.
asking for drugs. I'm asking for poisons. To like kill pests and things like that, or to put on daggers to kill pests or things like that.
I thought I'm the one who is day drinking.
Look, I'm not used to drinking, and that raspberry ale sort of went to my head. All right.
All right.
Anyway,
So you're saying you were looking for a potion of growth? If I remember hearing right.
is that what it's called? Whatever, the one that casts enlarge.
Which, yeah, it's the enlarge or reduce effect. So. Uh, yeah, that one will be about 125 gold pieces for one potion of growth.
Oof.
Yeah, it's an uncommon potion, unfortunately, so it's a little
Well,
bit more cost.
Yeah, I figured. I think I will pass on that, but thank you.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything else that we need here? I think I'm good as far as the resources that we need.
Okay. All right. Anyone else need to do any grocery shopping?
The antique store for the magical items.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we're gonna have enough for it, but
Okay. Yeah. You end up finding.
specifically, I'm just wanting. I'm looking at probably like a. Oh, what is it called? Oh, necklace of what is it? Fucking god! I know what it is. I've been wanting to mess with it for a while. Necklace of prayer beads. That's what it is.
A necklace of prayer beads.
See?
Is that a rare?
Yep. No. Yes, rare. Just no more.
Oof.
Green.
Okay. Yeah,
I know it's
necklace.
still gonna be expensive, but
Yeah, the one that gives you like bless, cure wounds, restoration, and stuff like that, depending on the.
on the rolls,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's. Yeah, you end up finding an SMR, antique store called the Angel's Wings. He's like, welcome. What can I help you guys find today? Perhaps something pretty yet powerful for the women, or perhaps something more robust for the men? Perhaps something that will display your more defining qualities.
Preferably things that help us kill things, not want to make them fuck us.
Ah.
What is going on today?
A month of not playing D&D. That's what's going on.
I don't want any of that. I don't want any of what he just ordered.
He kind of looks around, it's like, my dear, you haven't ordered anything.
Anyway, I'd heard of a necklace of prayer beads, and I was curious as to if you may have had one of them.
Oh.
And
So-
what you're looking to, I guess, maybe trade or exchange for that?
Ooh, the necklace of prayer beads, yes. Very, very stylish and very utilitarian-like. Well, let's see. He brings you over to a showcase of different variations of prayer beads. Like, Well, what do you need? We have this one here that does blessings, this one heals, this one helps with karma. Ooh, perhaps smiting? Maybe we're getting a little bit more into the more, high profile things of summoning and are very popular for our most, privileged clientele, the wind walking.
More specifically, I think I'm wanting the healing type,
Oh, and
preferably the curing of wounds.
ah, yes. You see, these ones came from Neverwinter, very popular among the high class. You see these healing strands here? Very, very popular at balls. It's on the cheap side, of course, around 9,000 gold pieces.
Oof. Ouch. Yeah, I don't think I have quite that much. On the long chance that, is there anything that you need done that may be tricky that we could exchange for that?
Oh, unfortunately, my clientele does well enough that I don't have any needs at this moment, but I will keep you in mind for future endeavors.
Good to know. All right. There is something else that I heard about, but this is more towards Dialith's decision. I heard
What's
of
my
something
decision?
called a great sword of life stealing. Perhaps it might be something you would be interested in.
Is that something that we have access to and can afford?
I don't know. That's what I'm inquiring about.
That sounds expensive.
It is just a green.
What was the name of it again?
Great sword of life stealing, I think is what it's called.
Just a sort of life stealing.
Oh,
Uh,
it's a not a it's a blue, so it's gonna be crazy. Never mind. I thought
Yep.
it was a green. So I guess never mind. Scratch that because it's still gonna be in like the thousands of gold, and we don't have that. So
Yep.
I guess never mind then. Pockets are not that deep.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that.
Magic items. Drat.
Yeah.
We just need to kill more things and steal their stuff.
I like this plan.
Well, I do think that'll be it. I appreciate you taking the time to help us out.
Of course. Feel free to visit any time.
Sorry about the peculiar conversations. It's been a week for us.
Oh, trust me, conversations like this happens all the time. You'd be surprised about the sort of things that folks talk about in open airs in places of opulence.
I don't think we use discretion for most of our conversations, so that makes sense. Anyway, I am currently done. If there's anything you guys would like to get done, we probably should try to knock that out. You guys good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, good. We should probably find a way to hand these potions out. We have 15. How many does everyone get?
I vote that we each take 3 except for Dialith, who would take the remainder at that point. That gives us each 3 to divvy out as we need, and our, no offense, meat shield would have
Oh, none
a
taken.
plenty.
So that means you would get 9 and I would get 6.
Yes. Is everyone good with that? Works for me.
I think it sounds like a great idea.
I'm good
Sure.
with it.
Sure. Okay, 3 regular healing potions and 6 to Diolith.
Alright, that's
Alright.
divvied out. Are we going back to the to our room for the night then? Some drinks
Yeah.
and chill.
Unless there's something else that someone needs.
No, I've checked out my magical items and realized I'm broke, so I'm good. Well, comparatively, anyway.
I still have a bottle of armor polish sitting in my inventory. Can I use that as weapon polish and try to clean my daggers tonight? It has been in my inventory since like the second episode.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to do that.
So I'm going to spend the evening trying to clean and scrape off the rust from my dozens of daggers. People keep giving me shit about my rusty blood-covered daggers.
This is funny.
It is. Well, now they will be gleaming.
And
Gleaming!
possibly slightly pitted.
No. Gleaming.
Yeah, I think we're done for the day for the most part, unless there's something we need to do tonight.
Okay.
I think we're good.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you guys make it back. You know, the folks at the soft beach kind of pay you no mind, and you see them just kind of serving out dinner for the evening.
We should probably get some dinner, and I should probably go and check on our dogs.
All right.
Gladly assist you with that.
All right. Let's go ahead and do another animal handling.
I will guidance and assist you.
Hoo boy. 29.
Oh, Jesus.
It was a natural 20, and I got a 4 on my guidance roll, too.
Good lord. Yeah, I mean, you basically got these guys to stand at attention, roll over, give paw, and and they listen to every single word that you said.
Oh, my good little
So
scaly
wait,
baby.
are you saying that we have fully trained dragons of our own now, essentially?
No, you don't train something in 2 days. They just happened to do very well listening to instructions just tonight. Like they were like on spot.
Yes, you are my good little scaly babies, and I give them all chin scritches and a couple of extra treats. Yes, such good little scaly babies. Oh god, did they get acid on the bed? Is the bed still in one piece?
It is still in
Nothing
one
against
piece.
Everything is happening here.
You can, but I don't know if it matters.
It doesn't! Deal with it! Did you say it was still in one piece?
Yeah.
Oh, whew. Alright, so we don't need to pay for an extra bed. That's good. That's good.
I was wondering why we had to put down such a deposit.
Alright, so I will leave them to their dinner and return to the others, with Nimu to, eat ours.
Yeah, I mean they're serving up their famed grilled catfish and seasoned loins for the evening, and you know it's pretty hearty meal depending on your tastes. But outside of that, you guys got a full dinner in and no worries about being attacked at night. So you guys get a full rest in, and then on if there's nothing else, guess we're on the boat on to Baldur's Gate, eh?
Yes, let us go to the ship and head toward Baldur's Gate.
Yes, Baldur's Gate A.
Alrighty. Here,
With our 3 scaly pups and our 6 horses and our cart.
Crocky, you said dogs. Those aren't dogs.
They're like dogs.
An unusual breed.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
they are. Look, and like, you get them to basically try and roll over.
They're mutts, so, like we got them for cheap, but they're just so cute. We couldn't stop and like get rid of them. So like they're from like the mountains or something. That's what I was hearing.
Roll me a deception.
Does she get advantage because we're trying to help?
No,
Can I guidance myself?
you can.
An argument for disadvantage.
Even without guidance, that's a 26.
Oh boy.
The-
Andromeda is just pulling facts out of her ass.
I really want to see
So-
Salt's face when he saw that roll, honestly.
Every other conversation that Drama has been a part of.
Got him.
Did you remember to give that Herringon your number? Or
What's the number?
Oh my
your
god!
address, your mailing address.
I
Your
did not.
deeds,
Oh
if
my
you
god!
will.
Oh my god! No, we have to go back.
Your
Oh my
sending
God, no.
contact? I'm not sure how that works.
All he needs is a name for that. You gave him your name, right?
Yes. He was so pretty. She is now just going to go hide in a corner and cry.
Oh, you didn't even give me your name, so I can't even contact you. Oh, that's sad. Alright, so 3 scaly babies, 6 horses, a cart, and 4 individuals, one of which is apparently very sexually frustrated.
4, you mean?
4 very sexually frustrated individuals. Who like puns too much.
Okay, now I'm on board with what's happening. We're good.
Was it the puns?
It's always the puns.
Surprised you haven't complained about my horse's name yet then.
I don't remember, legitimately. I know you said
Oh, it might have actually been the last session when you weren't here. I named my horse Lock. Because I'm a thief and I pick locks.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, so probably.
I can't not name my horse after a pun. Or some other sort of stupid joke, like horseradish. Anyway, so off we go to Baldur's Gate.
Yep, I'll just need 3 animal handling checks for each day to ensure that the horses and your dogs are well tended for the voyage.
And
Same
Nima
shit,
was
different
helping me,
day.
yes?
Yes, same shit, different.
Yeah, the first one, I probably won't need the guidance, that was a 24.
Yep, good for the first day.
Second day, a 19. Set a D4 to that. 21.
Yep, fine.
And third day, 22 plus whatever guidance.
Yeah, you're fine. All 3 days, you're able to calm the horses down and keep the drakes out of trouble.
Yes, just our good little scaly babies. Oh, I was expecting to be glared at again.
You are.
I'm still glaring.
You're always glaring. What are you talking about?
Anyway,
All right, yeah, you guys make it to the dock. If anyone likes to, anyone have a backstory out of Baldur's Gate by chance, or no one's a native of the city?
I do not know.
I don't think so.
nope.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a general history check then.
Alright, general history. That's 22. I know shit.
Natural 20 for a 23.
Christ.
2.
Yeah, there's our low roll for the night.
At least you weren't attacking something.
Yet.
All right. You guys have, for those of you who got over, oh yeah, sorry. Those of you who got over a 10, Baldur's Gate is a bustling center of trade with goods coming from north and south by wagon along the tradeway and by ship on the Sea of Swords. And from the east, along the river of Kaitanar, and from Cormier and Sembia. Baldur's Gate is situated on a prominent bluff next to the river, overlooking an excellent natural harbor. It is divided into 3 distinct segments. The upper city, where the richest and most influential citizen lives. I lost my place here. And where the city's marketplace, the Wide, is located. In the lower city, which surrounds the harbor and most of the city's merchants live and conduct their business. And finally, the outer city, which lies on the outside of the walls, where most of the city's laborers reside in conditions that vary from crowded but clean to squalid. And that's actually a good spot to end tonight, because we will have to begin next session with you guys trying to get to your contact in Baldur's Gate and begin the process of hiring out yourselves to someone in the caravan. So yeah, we will pick it up there. Everyone good for next week?
As far as I know.
Yes.
Oh,
Should be.
all right, folks. Well, we're going to call it there for tonight. Come back next week as our crew begins part 1 of their infiltration mission, as we go ahead and try to get onto the caravan where the Cult of the Dragon is lying in, they're hiding within the herd? Sheep and wolf's clothes, I guess. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, we'll be back same time next
Did you
week.
say sheep in wolf's clothes?
Yeah, I did.
Fuck yeah.
I
That's
mean,
how
I
you
kind
do
of
it.
love it, but
How you do it.
And come back for more fun quotes like that. You guys have all a good evening.